Sanbanani, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
What a wonderful event. I wish to thank Chef Graviers and the Muslim Judicial Council for arranging such an event. And I can tell you that every individual who is still alive today in Palestine is worshiping us and is thanking South Africa's Ummah for this indication of our belief in freedom and justice. That is the reason we are here. That as South Africans, we have the belief that our struggle for freedom, which benefited immensely from international solidarity, that now that we are free, we will never forget others who are oppressed, that we think of the people of Palestine, we think of the people of Western Sahara, because all who are oppressed deserve justice and freedom. And this is what we must make very clear in all the contributions that we make in public places, that this is a struggle for freedom and justice. And I wish to indicate to Reverend Busak that we have indeed closed the embassy until we see a positive sign of action to evacuate. The embassy closed, all our staff are withdrawn. No service is being offered. So I want to make that clear. But our embassy in Ramallah remains open, with the Capetonian serving as our ambassador there. I wish to say to all the people gathered here that you should support our submission to the International Criminal Court, because as the government of South Africa, we have submitted that it is our view that Israel is committing war crimes in Gaza and in the rest of Palestine. Our submission is now in The Hague. The prosecutor has confirmed that he has received our submission and that it will form part of an investigation of all the misdeeds of Israel. But we want to see faster action. As government, we will be taking further steps in terms of all available mechanisms to agitate for urgent investigation of Israel and its misdeeds. But I want to also say to you that there's a great deal of work all of us need to do. We have to fight as South Africans for the reform of the United Nations. The United Nations has clearly failed the people of Palestine because it has been helpless in the face of American aggression and European support for the government of Israel. So what we need to ensure is that this reform of the United Nations happens, that we have greater representation of developing countries in the Security Council, but we must insist that the United Nations cannot be limited to peace monitoring operations. We must insist that the United Nations must have a peace enforcement mechanism so that in such situations of genocide, the UN has troops that can go and protect the innocent. This failure of the United Nations to protect innocent men, women, and children is a signal that we need as the world to be able to do much more than merely to have UN peace monitors on the ground. We need troops that can enforce peace. This is the only way in which we will protect people in the future. So I ask you, as South Africans present here, South Africans gathered here, agitate for UN reform. but also never forget the people of Palestine. Let us sign petitions. Let us write to the Secretary General of the United Nations. Let's bombard the world with South African views on this evil that is being conducted against the people of Palestine. Let us ensure that the cause of Palestine is never forgotten, because the people of South Africa will not allow it to be forgotten. Let us gather in this way every day until this war ends, every day until the people of Palestine have freedom and justice on their own land. Let us never forget the people of Palestine. I thank you for this opportunity. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
Naledi Pandor, shukran so much for your